You think your dog will always trust you no matter what you do, but that's not actually how it works. Because trust in dogs isn't automatic. It's built in tiny daily moments. And sometimes, without realizing it, owners slowly damage that trust in ways the dog understands instantly, even if you don't. And the scariest part? Your dog doesn't complain. They don't argue. They just change. And by the time you notice, the emotional distance has already started. But here's what most people don't realize. Some of the most normal things owners do every day are actually sending the wrong message to their dog's mind. Let's break it down. One of the first mistakes is something almost everyone does without thinking. Inconsistent behavior. One day you allow your dog on the bed. The next day you push them away and get angry for it. One day you laugh when they jump on guests. The next day you punish them for the same thing. To you it feels small, random, even harmless. But to your dog, it feels like living with rules that keep changing without warning. And dogs don't understand sometimes. They understand patterns. So when the pattern breaks constantly, they start becoming unsure about you. And here's the loop most people miss. Once uncertainty enters the relationship, the dog stops relaxing around you the same way. But that's just the beginning. Because the second mistake is even more emotional, ignoring their communication signals. Your dog is always talking to you, not with words, but with body language. That slow step back when you reach too fast. That lip lick when they're uncomfortable. That sudden stillness when they feel overwhelmed. Most owners miss these signals completely. Or worse, they see them and push anyway. And from a dog's perspective, it's simple. I try to speak, but nothing changed. Now think about that. How long does trust last when someone keeps ignoring your warnings? And here's the twist. Many dogs don't become aggressive because they are bad. They become aggressive because softer communication stopped working. But wait, there's something even more subtle that damages trust faster than anything else. And that's unpredictable emotions. One day you're calm. The next day you're stressed and raise your voice. One moment you're affectionate. The next you're irritated. Your dog is watching all of this. And while they may not understand the reasons, they absolutely feel the emotional shift. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to tone, energy, and posture. They don't just hear your voice, they feel your emotional state. So when your reactions are unpredictable, your dog starts walking on emotional eggshells around you. And this is where something interesting happens. They begin to distance themselves, not physically, but emotionally. They may still follow you, still sit near you, but something changes in their eyes. That softness, that deep trust starts fading. But here's where it gets even deeper. Because the fourth mistake is one most people think is actually good behavior. And that is forcing affection. You pick them up when they don't want it. You hug them tightly when they're trying to move away. You keep holding them even when they're clearly uncomfortable. To you, it feels like love. But dogs don't always interpret physical closeness the same way humans do. In dog language, choice matters. And when choice disappears, comfort disappears too. Now here's a question that should make you pause. How often do you let your dog decide when they want affection? Because the moment they feel trapped instead of safe, trust starts shifting. And just when you think you understand all this, there's a fifth mistake that silently builds emotional distance over time. And that's lack of quality attention. Not just feeding them, not just walking them, but being mentally present. Many owners are physically there, but mentally somewhere else. On the phone, distracted, half engaged, and your dog notices. Because to them, you are their entire world. So when they try to connect and you don't respond fully, they don't think you're busy. They think, I'm not important right now. And that feeling repeats day after day until they stop trying as much. But before you assume all is lost, there's something important to understand here. Dogs are incredibly forgiving. They don't hold grudges the way humans do. They adapt. They try again. They give you chances over and over, which leads us to the sixth mistake. And this one is the most misunderstood of all. Ignoring fear-based behavior. When your dog is scared of a sound, a stranger, a situation, and you force them through it too quickly, you might think you're helping them overcome it. But fear doesn't disappear by pressure. It disappears by safety. When dogs are pushed too fast, they don't become confident, they become uncertain about you in stressful moments. And that matters more than people realize. Because trust isn't built in calm moments. It's tested in stressful ones. Now here's the part that ties everything together. Your dog isn't looking for perfection from you. They don't need a flawless owner. They need consistency, safety, understanding, predictability. They need to feel like when the world is confusing, you are not. And when those 6 mistakes pile up, even slowly, the emotional signal your dog receives is simple. I'm not always safe in understanding this person. And that's where distance begins. But here's the emotional truth most people never hear. Your dog is not slowly losing trust because they stopped loving you. It's because they're trying to make sense of a relationship that feels unpredictable to them. And they're still trying long after humans assume everything is fine. If this is changing how you see your dog, hit like and subscribe, because most people never learn this until it's already affecting their bond. Now, think about this. Even after all these mistakes, your dog still comes back to you, still looks at you, still chooses you over and over again. That alone says something powerful. Because underneath everything, dogs don't just bond with behavior. They bond with intention, with effort, with presence. And here's the final thought to leave you with. Your dog isn't just reacting to what you do. They're building a story in their mind about who you are to them. And every single interaction either strengthens that story or weakens it. So the real question isn't whether your dog trusts you. It's whether your daily actions are building the kind of trust you actually want to earn. Because your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating.